Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we have to talk about it. If you're stock market investing and you're paying attention to those AI stocks, then you know Nvidia, the number one stock, the number one company, at least it used to be, had a significant drop, and it did not stop in normal hours, 9:30 to 4 p.m. After hours, you could buy below the split price. Yes, you heard me, under 117. Unbelievable. It took what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks for something that normally happens 48 to 72 hours for it to drop. Well, are you investing? Go get your Webull app down below for those free extra hours that you could be picking up Nvidia and all the other AI stocks. We have that to talk about. And since you may not have been at the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, then you would not know about this project that came out. We knew about the project over a month and a half ago, could not release it until today. Downtown Punta Cana at Kaya, inside Aldea Park. We have a lot to talk about. No qualifying, real estate investing, buying assets, and setting yourself up for the long term. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for being here. Make sure you share the videos because there's a lot of people who are out here working hard and they don't know that it's SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And what we talk about here is to try to help everyone, not just one person or two, but everybody, the OCs, the ordinary citizens. And also, let me know if you saw the YouTube trailer. And if you receive notification from YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to always smash that like button when you come in. And if you like what we're talking about during the course of this video, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell for everybody on podcast. Don't worry, we will always discuss stock symbols like Nvidia, NVDA. That's the first thing on tap tonight. Let me go pull this up because I had something else on tap, but now I'm going to actually go see what. Oh, you can't see it actually. Hold on a second. It was down to $116 after hours today. Is that crazy for Nvidia? Down about $9 or $10 per share at this point. And this is astonishing, but it's not surprising. Why is it not surprising? Come on. You knew sooner or later somebody has to start taking profits, and you know sooner or later somebody's going to short the stock as well, which has already happened. Billions of dollars are betting for the stock to fall. Well, today was check day. They received a lot of money for today's activity because it fell $8.46. That is crazy. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. And before we get into it, let me see who's in the house tonight. We're going to see Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name, which I humbly appreciate. And he brings his tagline this evening. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and saw the trailer. Thank you so much for that. And also, if you're new here in this YouTube street, he's known, this man, Laverne Penix, as Mr. Cole. He's in the house. So thank you so much once again, Laverne Penix, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get into this situation at hand that's going down with Nvidia for the day. Why is Nvidia going down? Well, like I said, I just make it nice and simple. There's not any real things to do other than opportunity is knocking. Can we say that? If you believe in AI, if you believe in this software and its hardware company, this hardware and software company known as Nvidia, then this is a what they would call a buying opportunity. If you believe in that. All right. So just keep that in mind. And I want to show on the right-hand side, you can easily see Microsoft down a half a point. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, down 0.61%. Amazon down a full 1.86%. And Ostastic Computer down 2%, 2.14% for everybody on podcast. Now, the stock symbol for Nvidia is NVDA. They're on the NASDAQ. Now, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Slides 13% in 3 days after becoming most valuable company. Now, I know we have a lot of people that do investments in the stock market, but do you really think this is because of the fundamentals of the company, the revenues, or some numbers, some news and information? Or do you think it's just a correction after the run up from $1,000 a share to $1,300 a share or whatever it ended up being? That is crazy. So now people would be wise to take a 20, 30, 40, even a 50% profit in some instances. And I'm pretty sure what also triggered today is something that you should do as an investor in the stock market. If you have a stock that runs up like Nvidia, and I'll use an example. Let's say you bought the stock at $500 and then the stock went up to $1,200. You still want to hold it because the company is going to be awesome, but that $700 per share profit that you have, do you want to take it while it's a great profit, or are you going to try and be greedy? That's what it basically boils down to. Are you going to put in a stop loss? So then if it goes below, let's say 1,150, which would be, let's say that'd be like, in this real case, it would be $115. But if it went below that, are you going to sell and take the profit? Because taking the profit is the way you should be thinking about this. Not thinking that maybe in the future this stock is going to go from 100 and what was it, $125 or $128 a share up to 160. That extra little amount isn't going to be worth the loss. So this also, what I'm getting at, also triggered some stop losses because people were like, I'm not going to take below 118 or 120. So when it got to those trigger points, they said sell. So it automatically put a dump for the sale. I want to show you something that was very, very interesting in this timeline. Look at what, I can't find this on my brokerage account when I'm looking for this timeline, but look at what happens here. I don't know what this $76 thing is, but I can't find it in the brokerage account. If that really happened, there's a lot of people. Notice it jumped right back up at 6:10 p.m., 6:05 p.m. It's here, but these only go every 5 minutes, unfortunately. So I went to go look at the brokerage account to see if there actually was a time it dropped to 70 something. If it did drop to 70 something, again, that would have triggered sell orders quickly. So then after hours, notice it was at 6. What time is that? 6 p.m. That means after hours also has been a slide down, and it's at 116 right now, or was it 116? just to give you guys an idea. So it dropped another $2 per share in after hours. And if this actually happened, that would trigger a sale, stop loss on a whole bunch of, because I'm pretty sure people put in stop losses. Like if you didn't do 115, then you did 110. And if you didn't do 110, that'd be so crazy. You would have done it at 100 because there'd be no reason to lose all that profit. But I'm pretty sure if this actually happened, that triggered sales. And that would have put everything down. But the people would have still kept their profit, though. They wouldn't have went. But I want to know what this $76 is. So here we are. Actually, this says 6:50 p.m., 116.87. So I'm in after hours, apparently. 7:25, 116. It's going across 116. So we're in after hours at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So some places have 24-hour trading, which actually, since this stock trades a lot, it'd probably be available. So just keep that in mind. Let me know what you guys are thinking about out here about this. All right. Laverne Penix on the screen. Brian P., welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with that icon next to his name, which I humbly appreciate. Thank you so much for that. And he says, hello, Eric. I hope all is well with you. Yes, I'm hanging in there, man. All's good. Hello, SSN family. I got the notification and saw the trailer, and he smashed that like button. He gave it a 1 piece. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate everybody who's watching. Please give it a 1 piece. Everybody share the videos, because there's a lot of people that do not understand what's going on out here with these AI stocks all of a sudden dropping. Well, let's just call it what it is. If Nvidia drops, they're all going to drop with it. But that's why you should stay diversified. So don't just stay in artificial intelligence or chip stocks. Maybe you should think about some other stocks to round out your portfolio. And in-house right now is Brian P. He's also known in this YouTube street as Mr. Dividend. That's right. Dividends, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm going to say is go to yieldmaxetfs.com. That's what I'm going to tell you to do, first of all. And there is a stock within that ETF group, NVDY. You know, since Nvidia dropped today, in fact, I should probably show it, then NVDY also dropped. All right. This gives out dividends on a monthly basis. This was previously, as you will see here, it was at one time a high. In fact, let's just go see the 52-week high, 31.77. So this was June 20th that it was up in that ballpark. Look what's been happening as Nvidia itself, the stock, has dropped. It's a correlation with what's happening with that stock. So once again, this could be a buyer's opportunity. Now, Brian P., he sends me some information every now and then, and I want to show something else. The reason why this is important is because on YieldMax ETFs, you get a monthly dividend. So if you buy at a lower price, let's just say you were one of those that bought at 30 and up, then you may consider buying to lower your dollar cost average, which is a good thing, because then turns out your ROI will be higher. So if you get $12 a year, that would be better at $27 ROI, because that'd be closer to 50%, which is unheard of per share, right? That would be unheard of. That's crazy, but it's not so crazy when you're with the YieldMax ETFs. So I'm just going to actually show something else since we're talking about stocks, but don't worry, we'll get into the real estate too. I'm going to show this right here because this has been one of his favorites. So since we're talking about Mr. Dividends, here's one of his favorites right here. Ultra Option Income, and that's what they do. They're involved with options. And once again, it went down a little bit today, but it's been falling down as well. All of these, YieldMax, which has that Coinbase, Universe Fund, NASDAQ dropped. They're NASDAQ centric, but nonetheless, this is okay because this is part of your strategy. I hope you think about, right? You have to think about what you're doing and what you are trying to do. And here we go. Hey, Eric, I now have 2,004 shares of ULTY. Next, going to get 1,000 shares of MSTY. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I should have said at the beginning, get your pen, pads, and papers ready because you never know what information you will find out on these live streams and participate. You could always say, hey, what do you think? Well, I'm no stock expert. I'm not even a stock expert don't even consider that at all. But dividend investing makes it a lot easier because you know what your rate of return is going to be based on if the stock's going to continue to give out that same amount of dividend. So this is awesome. And I guess I'll go to MSTY, and I should do more than that, but I already know what's going to happen once I do this. I'm just going to go to this stock. So then everybody can see this also was at 28. Well, it's at 28 now. It dropped another dollar or so today, whatever. Does not really matter. What matters is here's the NVDA, which is NVDY, I thought it was. But anyhow, it will drop 5.98%. So as you can see, there's a correlation. Here's Coinbase. All of a sudden, I talked about that. Here's YieldMax. They do have AMD. So are these also opportunities based on you can have an ETF based on that stock where they're doing option tradings and it has a little tilt for the stock price as well? Or do you want to actually just own the stock explicitly? The stock itself gives you a 1% annual dividend. That's Nvidia now, all right? Now, I will do this, but if I get disconnected, which does happen whenever we mess around with YieldMax for whatever reason, just remember this: high risk, high rewards. You want high rewards? Well, YieldMax ETFs could be considered high risk stocks. ETFs, shall I say. I'm going to let this scroll right over here on the right-hand side. This is Apple, 27%. This is what they generally give for dividends. Look at this. NVDY. Why? Because if we get disconnected, I'm just saying. All right. This happens. Look at this distribution rate over 100%. How do they do that? You need to study how they do that. And look what happened last month or this month. Previous month on that was 2.6, the 2.6. If you start looking at this and you go, wait a minute, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? That looks like almost like $7 on a stock that is, what is it, 28 now? 20, let's just you pay 30. It doesn't really matter. You're going to divide 30 into 7. Just in 1 month, you're starting to talk about, are you serious? Most people would take that for the year, right? That's over 20%. People would take that for the year, let alone getting that in dividends. Just think about it. Yes, my stock value dropped. This is true. But at the same time, you sell, that is when you figure out your exit total. But in the meantime, if you were able to, if you had 1,000 shares and you're able to get like $7 per share, $7,000, that's not bad for, you had to put up roughly, let's say $30,000. This is true. But in 6 months, get dollars, not bad. All right. So just put it in perspective. And it only went up to 30 recently. So your dollar cost average should be lower. All right. So I just wanted to point that out, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Just want to point that out. Hey, Eric, I now have 2004 shares. Okay, we're back. Always have a slight problem with Max ETF. We are making money in here. ET is next. He's very right about that. Energy transfer, energy companies, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very smart move. 8% dividend return for an energy company. Again, diversify is the key when if you're doing stocks, you still do diversification. You just don't go with one genre of stocks, right? One independent type of stock. You want to have a group. That's why a lot of people like the ETFs. So, energy transfer, go check it out, ladies and gentlemen, for yourself. Do your own due diligence on anything that we discuss. Always do your own due diligence. That's the first thing. And again, high risk, high rewards. It was no surprise that all of a sudden there was a glitch because that seemingly happens all the time when we're talking about Max ETFs for whatever reason. So just wanted to point that out. And don't forget the other chip stocks, artificial intelligence stocks. Don't forget about those. So all of that you have to think about. CMG, which is Chipotle. And like I said, I got to give credit to Gino Chimiente, who used to be with us a couple years ago, about a year and a half is the last time I've seen him or heard from him. But hopefully him and his family's doing fine. But the thing is, he was the one that told us in 2020, CMG, and oil, and a few other things. And so if you hang around long enough, you just never know who puts something in the chat room that could turn out to be huge. AVGO, which is Broadcom, they are going to have a split as well. So mark your calendars for opportunities to get shares at in the hundreds of dollars or 100 versus thousands, because CMG is over 1,000. AVGO is over. All right. These stocks are purposely doing their stock split so more retail investors can get in. That's you. More people can afford to buy shares. So that's why reducing the price from 1,000 or 1,200 or 1,300 or 1,500 to a tenth of the price gets more investors in. And that's why we saw a run up on Nvidia on the split. It was no surprise. My 42 to 72 or 42 to 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours. I think it was no surprise, as I said on the live Friday before, is that because the stock price reduced and more people could buy it at that affordable price of around 120, it ran up, and it ran up for like, well, not a lot, but still 10% is nice. It ran up for the last 2 weeks. So you can't blame anybody for taking profit, as I started off this conversation with tonight regarding Nvidia or AI stocks. They all blossomed for the whole year. I mean, come on. Let's call it what it is. You should be taking profit. Gino Chimiente used to say, I'll take 25, 30%. And I never really thought about it until he just kept saying it. Hell, I'll take the 25 or 30% every day. I can always jump back in and get another 20, 30%, but I'm not greedy. That's what he used to say. All right. And there's some validity to what he's saying. That's why I started off with why you want to have that stop loss. So any profits, you want to keep them. So right now, there's a lot of people wishing that they sold when the price was 130, right? Instead of 116 or 117 right now, right? That's a huge profit if you're holding a significant amount of shares, especially, right? Because some people had the 10-to-1 split and they already had maybe 50 shares. Now what happens? They have 500 shares and each share lost about $10 to $15 potentially from the highs of in the 130s. And all you had to do was sell at 130 and not be greedy. And now you're going to have to get hope. You know, you'll sit by and say, well, hopefully it goes up from 116 after hours to 117. And now maybe I'll get back that difference. See, those are the things you think about, right? Or do you? Remember, when you invest, you're thinking of your exit strategy before you invest. You're thinking how you make money before you buy in the case of real estate, right? So just keep those type of ideas in mind on any investment. It does not really matter. If I'm going to invest in something that's going to sit on the wall, if I'm going to invest in gold and silver, right? If I'm going to invest in any of those type of things that does not give me a return on my money, what is my exit strategy? If there is one, maybe you just like the painting. Maybe you don't care what the value of it is. But if you do care about what the value of it is, then you're going to take steps to preserve that more than anything else, right? Make sure you have the right cover, make sure you put in the right temperatures, make sure you do a bunch of different things. And you're thinking about, okay, this is how much it's appreciated over the last 5 years. I think I'm going to hold this for 5 years. Let's see what happens. So that way you have an understanding. The same way with stocks, you should be thinking, okay, I'm in Nvidia, since we're talking about Nvidia, I'm in Nvidia for the long haul. I'm going to be in this for 5 years at least. Let's see where it goes. So this little stuff that's happening right now, you're not going to care. You'll go, okay, it dropped to 116. That means I should be buying more. That's what you should be thinking, right? Dollar cost average your way down if you paid a higher price on average, right? So why wouldn't you? That's about the $1,160 price if it's at 116. So is that a good price? Well, it's up to you because some people bought it $40. I'm just saying, $70. So for them, hopefully they took that profit. Why play around and buy back in and play with the profit, some of the profit, free money, right? Don't get greedy. And then use that other money, put it in a safer zone. That's all I'm suggesting. Now, let's get into some other factors tonight, shall we? New downtown Punta Cana project. Now, if you're interested in real estate investing, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, this would be for you. New construction, pre-construction, downtown Punta Cana, and a project called Kaya. No, I don't have the brochure. No brochure that I like. I do have a brochure, but it's new. I'm not happy. But we'll get into the pricing. All right, because the price will get everybody excited because they have a swim up, a studio unit. Now, it's only 30 square meters. 30 square meters is only like a hotel room, 325 to 330 square feet. But the pool, which goes around the front of each building, and I guess you can swim all the way around the way the renderings look. So you have a swim up unit where you go out on your little deck area and jump into the pool that's open to everybody. So it's not a private barrier, so it's your own. The pool is where people can swim by, you can jump in, things like that. So let's get into that, shall we? Let me go show you the pricing. I'm going to show you the brochure. All right. But I want to get into some pricing first to get your little excited, just a little excited. All right. Here it is. Since it's not on any platform that I could do it, I had to do this in a Word. But let me come back out just to make sure you guys can, yeah, it looks like you can see it. All right. I rarely do this, but Kaya at downtown. I will say congratulations. One SSN Nation member has already purchased at this location. I am a broker, so if you are interested, I will do this. I'm a broker in the Dominican Republic. I will put in the WhatsApp group. This is our SSN Nation, and it's going to be in the chat room. I think it's also probably, let me see, is it going to be in the description? box down below. Well, if it's not, it will in about 1 minute, but you'll have to refresh your screen in order to get it. But it will be there as well. So let me, yeah, it's not here. So I'm going to put it at the top. So refresh your page and you will be able to get the WhatsApp link. And then we can talk more, because after you see what's on this screen, then we can talk a little more if you're interested. Now, this right here says 89,750 USD. All right. Now, I guess I was doing some sort of misreading. I thought it was 86,000, but okay, 89,000. All right. One bedroom is 61 square meters. And I will add, these are interior square meters, square feet. This is interior. I will tell you, I know what the deck, the balcony or the deck space is downstairs is 10 square meters. So that's 100 square feet. And then you jump in the water. All right. 61 square meters is around 660 square feet. One bedroom, 147,750 for everybody on podcast. And two bedroom, 91 square meters, about 1,000 square feet, pretty close, 185,000. This is a 2022 second half of 2022 price for two bedrooms. Now remember, this is downtown Aldea Park, which you guys don't know about, but I will be making a video about this once I am a little more familiar in the next, maybe even tomorrow, in the next 24 hours. Here goes another two bedroom, almost 1,000 square feet for 182,000. So how do you like that so far? But you want a penthouse unit, a one bedroom penthouse unit, 185,250, a two bedroom penthouse unit. This is the going rate for penthouses lately, but this is a larger unit that I love. 236,500, but it's 167 square meters. That is like almost 1,800 square feet. That's pretty good. And then the two bedroom penthouse at 161 square meters is 231,250 right here. All right. So let's get down to some amenities. There's a pool, of course, kids area, and gymnasium. All right. Park Central. So it's in Aldea Park, which is a whole nother complex. Okay. A kids park, pet park, security, and of course, gymnasium. Here we go. First phase, June 2027 is delivery. Second phase, March 2028. So ladies and gentlemen, you have 36 months. But here's the kicker. If you want to reserve, it's $3,000 to reserve. That means you say, hey, I like this one unit. I want it. You got to send $3,000 to reserve. When you do that, let's just do the SSN Nation way. After you do that, you go and get the contract. I do have a sample contract, but you get the contract and you send it to your attorney to make sure he's representing you. We have our attorneys, right? Glenn from Hache Cuevas and Associates and Johan Confidante. I will leave both of them in the description box down below. But one other thing I want to mention that's very important is the fact that you cannot sign contracts without attorneys. All right. Just keep that in mind. We have a lot of people signing contracts, and it's worth it to let them go check it out, because you don't want to be paying extra. Right? If you can avoid some of the pitfalls, some of the things that are in contracts. Okay, I put there Johan Confidante. Glen Me, Hachi Cuevas. Let them know you're from SSN Nation. All right. Now, what I want to point out is 20% down. That is what is happening now. This is 2024. It used to be 10% down. You can always try to negotiate, but these guys are being hardcore now. They're being hardcore. They're doing 20% down, 40% during construction, and 40% during on delivery. So you can figure it out. If something costs, I'll break out a calculator. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on screen, but we'll break out a calculator just to give you an idea. If somebody says, woohoo, I like that 2-bedroom for 180, whatever, we'll use 186. So we go 186 times 40%. That is 74,000. If you say I want one that delivers in 2027, that means you divide this by 36. And that gives you your $2,067 per month payment. However, if you say, I want to go to March 2028, which is, well, let's see, 74.4 divided by, sorry, that is 40% already. Divided by, what is that? That's not 48 months, but let's just call it 45. Divided by 45, now it's reduced to where a lot of people can get in. $1,653. Big difference. So that's how you figure it out. You're going to have to put 20% down. You can negotiate or attempt to. You can say I'm from SSN Nation and try to do maybe 15, 35, 50, 20, 30, 50. Because 30% would reduce this dramatically, right? So try to do what you want to do, not what they say you have to do. All right? Just remember, you are the paying customer. So you try to get the best deal for your pocketbook. Now, we will also get into the brochure. All right? We're going to get into the brochure. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have it. And again, it's not to my liking because I want to see it. Right? We want to see it. I already was going through it. But now you're going to be able to see exactly, and I don't have the grounds, I don't have anything, right? Here, let me do something else here. I don't really like this one. Hold on a second. Let me do something. Here we go. I'm on the wrong one. So just a second. I'll be pulling this one up. I like this one better. It's going to be the same thing. It just is for presentation purposes. Much better. Okay. Let me know what you guys think about this once you see it. Do you think this has potential? Remember, this says at Aldea. Aldea Park it's a residential community, and they have different projects inside Aldea Park. So there's a clubhouse, there's a pool, there's 2 of them inside Aldea Park. All right. There's townhome villas also inside Aldea Park. There's other like Ansaya condos is inside Aldea Park, right? So there's several different things, but this is Kaya itself. All right. So this is one of the reasons I'm not a fan of this type of brochure because it's hard to see, right? Number 1 is lobby. It's right here in the center. Number 2 represents barbecue areas. And here's number 2, right here by the lobby. Baños, number 3. And I don't see number 3. Oh, 3. Right here in the middle. Number 4, kids play area. Cute. Okay. Number 5, the Zen zone. I see 4, 5, 6, 3. I don't see 5. Maybe 5's here. 5's on the other side. What they're calling the Zen zone. Okay. 6 is a pool. Here goes a pool. Notice in front of the buildings, they have their own little pools. And notice this building goes around halfway, goes around. So they are separated in front of the building. All right. So that makes it nice and easy. 7 is a deck. Okay. 8, why would they show this? These are swim ups. These are swim up units. And park is number 9. So we have some more. Here's number 9. And I don't see an 8, which is weird. All right. Excessa Principal. All right. This is off the main road right here. So that starts this off. Okay. Now I jumped. All right. Here are the units. I'm going to go through this very quickly because I don't have any way to get you this. I didn't load it up today. So you're not going to be able to get it. Eventually, it's going to be at SSN Lifestyle. After this live stream, it'll be at ssnlifestyle.com. All right. This is how this 30 square meter studio unit is configured. It's very simple. Not that hard to figure out. It's a studio unit. There's your 10 square meter deck. You can jump in the water. Just like a normal, almost hotel room, except where there traditionally would be a closet, they have a kitchen, which is very nice. So it's like a, hotel room with a kitchen. 1 bathroom. Very nice. Okay. I'll move quickly. 60 square meters. 1 bedroom. How do you like this configuration? You walk in, a living room, 60 square meters is roughly 660 square feet. The deck, this is on the first level, is 15 square meters. What is that? About 160 square feet? 10 by 16, 9 by 14, whatever the case may be. Not that bad. And you have 1 bedroom that goes off to the deck. And then, of course, a simple 1 bath, but a larger unit, which is very nice. Here we go with the 2 bedrooms at 90 square meters, which is very nice, and 20 square meters of deck space, terrace, patio space, 200 square feet plus 220, roughly. And this configuration is one of my favorites. I have to admit. Why is it one of my favorites? Is because you walk in and on each side is the bedroom. And each bedroom has its full bathroom. But one of my little things that I don't like is because they didn't add the half bath. But nonetheless, I like this setup nonetheless because it's the other option is to have your living room and dining room and kitchen here and then putting these bedrooms a different configuration to fit the space. So I always like this configuration best. So nonetheless, everybody has their own way, but the full kitchen and living room and dining is all, and then you go to your room. And the only thing about this is, like I said, I want the half bath, but it's not there. But still, 100, is this 186 or 189? Depends, but you better get in early if you want one of these swim ups. The swim up is going to have more value, especially the 2 bedroom. Here is the second configuration. Here it is. This is very interesting, the second configuration. Once again, it appears that this bathroom is actually for everybody. That's what this appears. So you have the bedroom, and this looks like this would be a door here, because this looks like laundry room, number 5. Yes, it's the laundry room. So therefore, you have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but in this configuration, we have it where it's shared bathroom with people that are guests, people in the living room. So it all depends on your configuration, what you want to do, which 2 bedroom you want. It's all up to you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're doing rentals, well, it's hard to say. If you're doing rentals and is that the bulk of your way you're going to do it, then I'd recommend the 2 bedroom, 2 baths. The 2 bedroom with the bathrooms in each bedroom, but to each his own. All right. So now that we got that out of the way for the lower level, the upper levels are still the same, except now you have a balcony. That's the difference. All right. Now you're going to have a balcony. So there's nothing much different except the one with it looks like there's a terrace here, which terrace, patio, but now we're going to start moving up. So terrace, patios. So nothing wrong. These are still the same configurations that we saw before. But somebody might be interested in the penthouse. Let's go to the penthouse level, shall we? Here goes. This is not penthouse yet. This is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Here we go. Penthouse. There's 2 different kinds. Remember, there's a 1 bedroom. That should have been the penthouse right here. They're level 4. So let's see. Nope, not there. Penthouse unit, type B, 40 square meters of the terrace. This is upstairs. So this is the penthouse unit right here. I was looking for the stairs, but I can't see it. I just hate when these are so faint. But nonetheless, if this is going to be upstairs, so be it. This would be a 1 bedroom. This looks like the top terrace space. It looks like 400 square feet. Jacuzzi can be put on there, of course. And here is a 90 square meters. So the question is, here's the stairs. And I don't believe that is that one. So here's the stairs. This is 40 square meters also. That's very interesting. They both are the same. And it looks like there is a shower or something upstairs. I like that. Oh, this changes the whole game right here. I love it. I love it. I love it because now that adds a 3rd bathroom if you have a 2 bedroom. So here we go. If you have this configuration, and this is $236,000, but this is a bonus. This is a bonus, ladies and gentlemen. So I just wanted to show you this. Again, these are very nice. These are about 1,000 square feet with the bonus of 40. This one has 56 square meters in a different configuration. And yes, the bathroom upstairs is still intact. So therefore, this one, either one you like. And quite frankly, even though that other configuration is one of my favorites, this one right here is very interesting as well. Because once you have a bathroom upstairs, this bathroom actually can work. So either one, your preference, take your pick. 56 square meters, which now means this is 600 square feet for this one. That's very interesting. How much was this one again? I can't remember, but we will remember shortly. I got to go back to the price list. Let's go see that price list again. Where's that penthouse unit? Penthouse, $231,250, or the 2 bedroom penthouse, $236,500 for the one that's 167 square meters. So it's 1,000 square meters downstairs, 600 square meters upstairs for that 56 square meters. So that would make sense. Very nice, I have to admit. So let me know what you guys think. I know we have some real estate investors here. I know we have real estate investors that are interested in pre-construction properties. But this Aldea is very, very special. Now, some of you would say, I want in. I want in. What's available, right? Well, like I said, make sure you check the chat room, because if you need to get in touch with me, go to WhatsApp, join our WhatsApp group. I am the admin. I'm not hard to find. Just welcome yourself in, and I will click to allow you to join. Now, let's just make this simple. You can see this on the screen. I'll show it here for you. This will be easy for you. Here's the prices. I should leave it full screen. Here's the prices. Look, people have already snapped up the first 30 square meters. All right. Here goes 169,000. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Why? Because it's on the first floor. It should have swim up capabilities, even though it doesn't say it. So again, look at what's been sold already. This here, 2-bedroom, 2-bath swim up, of course. Of course. Naturally sold. Somebody said, let me have this for two something. I have to agree. That's a pretty damn good price. Sleep up to 6 people with a if this is upstairs. Actually, this is 184. Well, it's like 189. So that's a hell of a deal. First floor. Lots of first floor is going to sell pretty fast, especially since they're swim ups. So just keep that in mind. Here goes 119.5. See again, these are going to start escalating. Here goes a 2-bedroom, 228. There we go. 229. All right. These are 2 bedrooms. Get in now while you can. These prices will only be good for who knows how long, because I think this is going to sell pretty fast, especially on the bottom levels and the penthouse units and everything in between, because the prices are right. It just depends on if a person can afford them. And as you can see, there have been lots of units sold. Here goes a 30 square meter unit that's now 95,000. This is on the 2nd floor. So this is all that's left on the 1st. There's still plenty, but there's no time to sit on something like this. This is in downtown Punta Cana. So let me do this also in case anybody's interested. Let me see if I can find, if I have my Aldea Park. No, I have Ansaya. Let me see. I can pull up Ansaya. Let me see. Is this the presentation for Ansaya? Yeah, I'm going to pull up Ansaya because I think Aldea Park is shown in that. But I will also do this. You know, they're charging additional levels, it looks like, as well. So if you go up to the 3rd level, let's see. Yes, a 30 square meter hotel unit, 99.5. Right? A 1-bedroom, 157. Let's see what the 2 bedrooms, 199 are the 2 bedrooms. DC. All right. So now I will go up to the 4th floor. Somebody's already, penthouse units have been taken. Wait, these say locked. What the heck? Okay, rooftop plus jacuzzi. Wow. If this is included, which I don't know because I just got this a few hours ago. If the rooftop has a jacuzzi with it, 188.5, this is no shocker. These are sold. Wow. Penthouse units gone. Damn near. Not a lot. They're not all gone, but penthouse, 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 penthouse. There's only one left, 188.5. That's a 1-bedroom. The 2 bedrooms look to be gone. Nope. 1 bedroom, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms sold. Yep. 2 bedrooms are gone. That's because those are a hell of a deal. Once again, these just came out, but these were friends and family as well. Just want to let people know. These weren't friends and families. So if you would have been at SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, then you would have been in this early. All right. Now, some people would say, well, I don't want to miss this again. Well, I would suggest I would expect you to join us at SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. What do? You would meet Johan Confidante. You would meet Glenny Hachi Cuevas. You can talk about anything you want. It doesn't even have to be with real estate. If you want to talk about immigration, that's what you're there for. That's why they're there, to answer your questions. Like I said last time, it turned into something that was off script entirely. Holding company structure. Not that you're going to need it, but I'm just saying, because some people were like, what if, because in America, they say you should have an LLC or corporation. So then there was like, oh, well, if you're going to do that, then this is how you should structure it. That means you need to have an SRL. That means you have to have what an SRL is, like an LLC. So that conversation came up, and the lawyers in the room, you can have a discussion. No additional cost. And the first 5 people that's coming December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th doesn't include anything like hotel or doesn't include hotel, doesn't include airfare. It's $199. The first 5 people, it's $199. Once it hits 5, then after it rolls to the 6, it's going to be $249. After we get to 6 through 9, then it goes up to $300. So that's why you want to get in early. All right. So now I lost track of what I was going to do. Oh, Ansaya. Let me see if Ansaya actually shows. I didn't want to show Ansaya itself. What I really wanted to show was location. And I was hoping it might show some other things. Yeah, I'm going to bring that on here shortly. But I saw a message. GG, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings a tagline and a question or a statement. Hey, Eric, I would love to jump in, but the builders in general are not truthful about the delivery dates. And it's a turnoff. GG, that's exactly right. Except, just keep in mind, a lot of builders and developers do things differently. This, remember, is June 2027 and March 2028. That is 3-4 years from now. This area has already been cleared. All right, just so you know, because Aldea Park is the whole area. And they actually have sticks. And I wish I would have loaded up a video for you, because E. White and Mo Better made a video as they were going around, because they went back to go see where everything was. So they drove to the back. And in case you want to drive back there, if you go downtown and you go to Downtown Mall, there is a road that, I'll put it this way, on the main road, right by Downtown Mall, you will see a monitor that promotes the Caribbean Lake Park. You make a right there. You drive all the way down, and you'll run straight into, on the left, you'll see Caribbean Lake Park. You keep going. You'll pass Palace Suites on the right-hand side. It's blocked off. You'll see that. You keep going. And in the back, you'll run into Aldea Park. So that's how close it is. It's literally right behind Caribbean Lake Park, kind of. So you can go see for yourself. Now, I understand that's exactly one of the reasons, amongst other reasons, why the boom in real estate purchases has slowed down a little bit. Because people realize I can buy today, but oftentimes I can't get delivery when they say. Blue Wave is the company that's doing Kaya. So we will have to see how that all goes. But it's one of those things. I understand. And it's one of those high risk type of things. Do you want to do it? Do you not want to do it? I understand entirely. E. White is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with that Kaya presentation that he actually saw a month and a half ago, because he was there in the SSN Nation Punta Cana Investors Forum. So, E. White, thank you so much with that icon next to your name. And once again, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Good evening to you, man. Very happy to see you. And since you're here, let me know if I can actually use your video when you and Mo are driving around. I think I still have it. I'll load it up so people can actually see what that area looks like. And actually, since you're here, you can tell people what that area looked like. They were actually already making moves out there. It wasn't sitting idly by like all these other projects and wait till a year before they start clearing the ground. These guys already are clearing. They already know where they're putting things. They have signposts up. So let me know, E. White, if I can use your email, your video that you guys used. I don't remember if there was any conversation that was on there or not, but Let me know if I can use it. I'll post it up so people can actually see where this is. That'd be very, very special. And oh, E. White, since you just joined us, look at what happened out there at Kaya. They have 1-bedroom penthouse units with rooftop jacuzzi, 188,500. These penthouse unit 2 bedrooms were 236, 239. Rooftop plus jacuzzi, 2 bedrooms. That's one. This is the going rate for. Actually, these are all sold. Unfortunately, all the 2-bedroom penthouses are gone. All the 2 bedrooms. They're 1,000 square feet, and then the terrace is either 500 or 600 square feet. They have 2 different penthouse units, and so all that's left is the 1-bedroom penthouse for 195, which in this day and age, 170 is the new 170 is the going rate for 1 bedrooms in a lot of new projects. So to have something for 195 that includes a jacuzzi, that'd be sweet, even though it's a 1 bedroom. And again, we can't get a 2 bedroom up there. That's sad. Delivery date, in case you just joined us, June 2027 and March 2028, depending on what stage you're in. All right. So that's your choices. And unfortunately, like I said, there's only 1 penthouse unit left. It's a 1 bedroom. Nope. Yep. 188.5. That's going to be the going rate. And since E. White just joined us, you may not remember, but he probably remembers. It's 20, 40, 40. 20% down, 40% during construction, 40% on delivery. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. But here's the thing. You can always try to negotiate a lower down payment, which they may or may not budge. You can always try to change from the 20% down, maybe 15% down, and change that 40% during construction to 35%. We always try to do, 20. If you have to do 20, then you try to do 30, because that'll lower your payment into $1,600 range if you do the 4 years. The white line. Yes, white lines included. Yes, see, white lines included. That, in case you don't know what that terminology is, that's the kitchen, the fridge, the stove, the range, the extractor, or hood as they call it. They call it extractor, so hood. So you'll have that, and washing machine. So that price is included, which is a good thing. You're going to have to get your furniture though. So we will find out what else is going on. I'll have an official brochure, hopefully in the next 24 to 48 hours. So it'll detail all of that. But these are the prices, ladies and gentlemen. And E. White has a swim up at Riviera Castagna. And his swim up was it 118 or 123? I can't really remember. But look at the lower levels here. For a 1 bedroom, it's 169 now, E. White. See, these prices are starting to rise, and there's not too many swim ups anymore either. I might add, there's not too many places that are putting swim up units on the bottom level. So that is an extra bonus. And the swim up level here goes to the edge of the building. So I thought originally when I saw the plans, it went all the way around. Actually, only people in your building, well, everybody in your building, well, I shouldn't say that either, because it's not like you can walk through. But anyhow, the people on the bottom level are the only ones that seemingly can go to that pool area. And I'm thinking people can walk downstairs and maybe get in on, I don't know how that's going to work, but the way it's designed, which I should show the way it's designed, so then people will see. Let me see if this is it right here. Let me go look again. The way the buildings are designed, it makes it look like only the people on the bottom floor may be the ones that have access to the pool or to the swim up, because it's like their own pool. See, here it is. See, between these buildings. So it's not all concurrent. Only, yeah, it's not. So it seems, because here's a pool here, here's another pool here. So these people here might just have their own pool. It may not be universal. So that would be a bargain. But then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be 3 units maybe. So these people would probably swim in this pool, their own pool. They'd probably swim in theirs. So, and there's no walkthrough. So I don't know how this is going to work, but hey, this is all we have right now. They didn't get into anything else. And so all of you who missed this earlier, this is the 330 square meters interior, 10 square meters of deck for the studio unit. All right. And it does have a full kitchen. This is the white line E. White's talking about. All right. Now, here we go for the 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, I might add. 60 square meters is what it's saying. 15 square meters on the deck. Just times it by 10. That'll give you roughly the square footage. All right. In square feet. Now, here's the 2 bedroom. They have 2 different 2 bedrooms. Take the 2 bedroom, 2 bath configuration, one of my favorites, or take the other 2 bedroom, 2 bath configuration, but instead of having a bathroom in each bedroom, you only have a bathroom in one of the bedrooms, and the other bathroom is in the hallway. So now it can be shared with other people. So take your pick. That's a swim up. So that gives you an idea. This is a swim up. So there you have it. It looks like this is on a little corner. I like this little corner better, quite frankly. Interesting. I like the corner unit. Like a little cove over here. I like it. This one is on the turn. So this looks like it's in one of the buildings that we saw at the beginning. And so here we go. When you put in the balcony or patio, it looks like I can't tell which one this is. But nonetheless, these are the 1 bedrooms. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull up Ensaya so everybody will understand if it shows Aldea Park, which I'm pretty sure it does. Ensaya is also a condominium project that came out like a year ago, and it's by Blue Wave. So they're one of the better companies, by the way. Here's Aldea Park, downtown Punta Cana. All right. Let's see what we show here. Here you go. Here's Caribbean Lake Park. All right. Remember I said downtown mall? This is the street right by the mall that you would come down, and it goes right through here, and you go straight out through here. All right. So now you understand Caribbean Lake Park is here, but don't be confused. It's not like it's a free-for-all. Maroka nightclub is here, but you are downtown along with Hard Rock Cafe, downtown mall. San Juan Plaza is here. Noah, which is restaurants, banks, everything's downtown. And they're just going to keep improving it. All right. So keep that in mind. Here's Aldea Park. All right. Aldea downtown. So here's where Ensaya is going to be. I don't know where Kaya is going to be, but when they break out the new brochure, I'm pretty sure this setup will let me know. Because if they, well, maybe I can tell right now if they give me the note. They had these numbers on here that don't correlate to anything. All right. But here are, I believe these are villas or townhomes. All right. And then we have like a little clubhouse here and a clubhouse there. It's a little community, but it doesn't have all those amenities that we love. But you are downtown, and downtown has everything you want, really, right? You have the shopping, you have everything, the banks, the shopping, the restaurants. So it's all close by. So that's what makes this a valuable property, because downtown at this price point, the new price points. So we will see. All right. E. White says, so they may have changed it. It was no white line and no AC. Are you sure we're talking about Kaya? because there was 2 properties, but it could be, I will have to double check now that you bring it up, because I wasn't in the meeting at the time when we were there, and they haven't really said in fact, you know what? This is unusual. They did not say in our brokers meeting when they sent out the information. So I will have to double check on that. I'm going to make a video about Kaya probably tomorrow once I find out about everything. Because if we have no white line and we have to put in AC, well, then that means we're going to have to spend about $20,000 extra. AC units are going to be $2 to $5 grand. And washer, I mean, if you got to get a washer, a fridge, and a stove and a range, that could be like $10,000, right? So keep that in mind. So if that's the case, we'll find out tomorrow. So thank you for bringing that up, E. White, because he was actually in the meeting for when they were there a month and a half ago. And again, you go to ssnlifestyle.com if you want to come to the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Again, this gets you transportation. We will be going to the lawyer's office on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to go around. In fact, you know what that means? We'll probably be going over to Kaya. We'll be going to Aldea downtown, just so you get the lay of the land, where you understand where everything is. All right? It's that simple. We want you to understand. We'll be going out to Cana Rock probably. So that way you can understand. I'm just showing you. I was hoping there was some more units here. No more unit. Oh, what was their payment plan? Oh, you missed out. Back in the day, 10, 40, 50. Much better payment plans when you put 10% down. I like that. But that 40 was just starting to come out. And now this is 20, 40, 40 is what all the developers are wanting. So all I can show you was that Aldea Park, unfortunately. And that's all I could do. I thought I had something else, but I don't. So unfortunately, that's all I can show you. That's where it is, inside Aldea Park. Now, this also reminds me of what I can do here. E. White, I believe. I have somebody that wants to join, so I will allow that right now while I'm here. Wait a minute, where's this at? Okay. All right. Welcome to the SSN Nation and Lifestyle. I am the admin, so if you want to receive anything about any further info, you can actually, in fact, you can see, let me see something here. No, I just showed a picture. That's all I did. All right, I will do something else. Yeah, I have the prices in there for everybody to see. I have payment plans, all that. Okay, so let me see if I can find this video. I'm going to play a short SSN Lifestyle commercial. Make sure you smash that like button, please. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Now, let's see if I can find something. Let's go with, let's do this old school. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to find this E. White video with, wait, I might be able to find it. Let's see. Can I find it real quick? Because if I find it, I will upload it and show you. Well, looks like I'm not going to be able to find it. All right. Well, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just make sure you smash that like button. All right. So I think what happened is, oh, and don't forget, later this week, out if you like Hard Rock Hotel and Casino area, Noval Properties is breaking out a huge complex, huge inside Cana Rock, as I call it. They call it Cana Bay. But inside the gates of Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, they are going to allegedly have a 1,000 unit condo complex. You heard me correctly. It's going to be coming out at the end of this week sometime. They just said 7 days, like 3 days ago. So it's probably a Thursday or a Friday, and it's a Noval property. I know Noval, like Gigi says, takes their sweet time on building, but this is going to be something special because they are going to have a mini mart. Just that alone brings up the neighborhood for me, because out there right now, you have to leave. That's what's crazy, right? So they're going to have mini mart, restaurant, and who knows whatever else out there, because much sorely needed. All the complexes out there are basically condo units with a fitness room, and some have a restaurant, some don't. But that's it. I'm just like, what is that? I'm just like, I don't want to eat every day, right? The restaurant is kind of nice, but it's not really. I mean, if there's nothing else there and I got to leave to get groceries, then I guess I'll be eating at the restaurant a lot more often, right? But again, or my guests will be. I mean, so this way, anyhow, that project's coming out. So stay tuned for that. So you don't want to miss that. So if you missed the stock talk, all right, all I can say is, well, I'm sorry, but we were talking about Nvidia. It dropped down after hours to $116 and roughly 80 cents, $116.70. And who knows, it dropped $8, $9, $10 today. So is this a buying opportunity for all you investors out there, especially these semiconductor stocks? It's not only Nvidia, all of them. AMD dropped, even Facebook dropped, Apple dropped. They all dropped. All the techie guys that have any involvement with AI dropped. So does this mean it was a buying opportunity, or does this just mean after the run up to record highs that there should be some pullback? And maybe it pulls back 10 to 15, maybe it pulls back 20%. Who knows? But all I know is, if you have made the profit, are you going to be greedy? Do you have an exit plan? Because this run up has been monumental for a lot of people. All right. So what I'm going to do is, it bugs me when I can't find something, because that video is very cool when they went out there, and it was for a few, I don't know how long it was. Hoping I can find it. It was some minutes. So if I can find it, it would be awesome. So I'm going to keep looking, and I'm going to keep talking a little bit. Let me know what you guys thought about this Kaya project. All right. Let me just know what you think. All right. Don't be shy. We don't charge you to make comments. This is the No Guru Zone. All right. This is the No Guru Zone. We're trying to help you. All right. So this is why, if you can invest with the pre-construction, new constructions, and like Gigi said, that is valid criticism. A lot of these projects were started that haven't even been completed yet, were started 3-4 years ago. Like in the case of a few, 5 years ago, they were selling them. But there was a pandemic, right? And so it's kind of weird. But after the pandemic's over, and let's say not over, but let's say they opened up in 2022, then they have an immigration problem with Haiti, right? So there's things that have happened, but he is right about one thing. Traditionally, these guys seemingly are late. It's just that 3 years and 4 years, and the land has already been, they're already bulldozing and doing things out there. That is much, much better. Let me see. I think I found it. Yep, I found it. All right, E White, we're gonna have a little fun. I don't know if I don't think I can load this up. It can only be 200 megabytes. I think this is more than 200 megabytes. I'm pretty sure it's more than 200 megabytes. So I won't be able to. Oh, I know what I can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you're a member of the channel, you can always join me on the live stream. All right. That's one of the perks. So what I'll do is show you, you cut your camera off and I put an emoji in, but if I didn't put that SSN Nation logo there, then it would just show just like nothing. It'll just show a person, a random. It doesn't even show anything. It shows something. I just can't remember what it is. So you don't have to show your face if you're camera shy, but only members of the channel receive the link, the invite link under the community tab on YouTube. That's where the link is. So you can always join me on any live stream, by the way. That's one of your perks. And we can talk about anything you want. All right. Live. All right. Just keep that in mind. Just want to let everybody know. All right. Let's see what else can we talk about here tonight, because I'm going to try and load this video up. So you know what that means? This means greed. I keep playing this, which I shouldn't, but I don't get a copyright strike and it's 4 minutes. So I'm actually going to play it. But before I do that, I'm going to play this because a lot of people don't know what I've been doing for my lifetime. Here's just a little snippet. Another lifetime ago.
Land. There's no better time to buy than now, and no easier way to buy it than at the big public land auction coming to a city near you. You bid, you win, you're a landowner.
We were maybe 3,000 less than what we expected to pay, so we're very happy. Very happy.
Very. We got a great deal for 2.5 acres of land.
Hundreds of parcels must be sold, from city lots to 10, 20, even 100-acre parcels. Now you can get clear titled land at auction prices. Call to register now to reserve your seat. It's free, and you get the complete auction catalog. You don't need to be a real estate expert to bid.
This is my first time, and it was so easy.
I love to work with them, and this is the first time I'm being here, but I'm planning to come back more and more and buy more properties.
Check out the properties you like. Look at maps online and at the auction. Do your homework, then attend the auction and win.
Great property. It was 5 acres, and I'm planning to do a lot with it, but I want to buy more properties now. That's why I'm here.
Land auction buying power means no middleman, no real estate commissions, and it's an auction, so you set the price.
I walked in and it was super simple.
You can get property 20%, 30% below retail value if you actually went there.
Down payments as low as $100, and Land Auction has easy financing available right at the auction.
Land auction financing was no problem whatsoever, sailed right through the process.
I'm not going to recommend land auction to anybody because then I'm going to give all the good deals away.
Visit landauction.com to see our auction calendar. Get ready to reserve your seat and come to the public land auction right in your city. It's free. It's fun. It's like nothing else.
Landauction.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. The good old days. People got excited about buying real estate, land. That's what they got excited about. And oh no, there is no land auction. But there is discount lots in the United States. Discount lots, no credit check, no qualifying. They will do payment plans. Just go to discountlots.com. Once again, very simple, but make sure you have a plan if you're going to buy land. Make sure there's electricity. You need to know how far electricity is away, how far water's away, and how far sewer's away, because you don't want to pay to bring them to your lot. Or you come up with a different plan where you don't need certain aspects. Maybe you don't need water because you're not going to build it for a reason to have water, which I don't know what that would be. But electricity, maybe you don't need electricity. Maybe you need the water, though. Maybe you need the sewer. The electricity, because you're going, I'm going to go solar. Okay. Or you're going to figure out what you're going to do. But nonetheless, there's acres, 20 acres, 30 acres, 40 acres all over the United States that people at discount lots will allow you to buy And again, no credit check, no qualifying, discountlots.com. All right. That's some of the property that land auction used to sell out in the middle of nowhere. You had to do your homework and find out if cities were expanding. Like if you, at one time, there was stuff in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll never forget. And I went out there and it was in literally outside of the loop. And then probably 10 miles outside of the loop from Phoenix. Basically all desert, nothing out there. And in years now, it's like they've built these subdivisions out there. It's crazy. So you have to have a vision. You have to study. You have to go look and see if it's worthwhile for you to buy. All right. Just keep all that in mind. And I wasn't planning on waiting 10 years to resell the lot or land. So that's one of the reasons I did not go forward, because it wasn't going to be for another 10 to 15 years. So this whole time you would have had to hold it. You're going to have to pay for the real estate taxes. Yeah, they might not be that much, but you're still having to pay for something sitting there. And you don't know how long you'd have to wait other than you knew about 10 years. So is it going to be worth it to wait all that time? Okay, possibly. But what if they didn't actually come out there that far and there was another, what do we call that? A recession, right? So then things slow down for another 2-3 years and it ends up being 15 years before you can actually get a value when you could have just used that same money and invested in something else. So those are the type of things that you have to think about. All right. Well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play another video. This one's going to be longer. And the reason why it's going to be longer, it's money never sleeps. All right. I can't play that. Oh, by the way, if anybody's here watching and you guys know, I love Larimar's concept. All right. So I thought I got the word to the right people when I said I'm not paying anymore. I want my money back. Well, today I get a message from them and they say, hey, Eric, you should be sending in your payment. What's going down? And I said, what do you mean? Don't you guys already know I want my refund? I'm not sending you guys any more money. I've already said this to several people. I said, officially, I haven't put it in an official like email format, but it's in WhatsApp format. It's in text message format. And I actually saw you in person and said it. And they're like, well, we need a email or something. I said, okay, that I haven't done. So today I did my official email where I said, actually, I'm nice. I gave options. You guys will like my options. So I'll just be fully transparent. My option was option one. I don't really care because they have this thing about reselling. I don't really care about that. Just send me back everything I put in. And why? Because September of 2025 was first phase delivery date. But we'll move it to December. It doesn't even matter. Let's just call it January 2026. It doesn't really matter. The point is, they're not doing anything. What I mean by that is they've cleared some ground. Yes, but just so the driveway, and they already had a pavilion up there, so they cleared a little more area up there, things like that. But they're not building anything. There's no foundations. There's no structure at all. There's still dirt and trees that they need to clear the land of. So, no way delivery in 16 or 17 months. Not happening. Now, some people would say, Eric, there's going to be I'll give you guys an example. I've said this before. Prime Tower 1, Prime Tower 2, Horizon 1. Those, okay, I say 17 floors. They say 15 floors. I say, I don't really care. You can tell me 15 floors. I say there's a penthouse. That means there has to be a roof. That means that's another floor. But nonetheless, we'll stick with 15 to make it easy for you. I said, first of all, as everybody knows, I've talked about this before. It's mathematical, right? We have 3 buildings have to be built, right? By, let's just call it December of 2025. And let's just say January. I don't really care what the number is. But if we go 45 floors have to be built and we have 18 months, right? This is easy to see. Nobody's going to be building 2 floors a month when you don't even have a foundation. Let's get, I mean, if they could do that, do you know how many projects would be built? Because most projects, condo projects that is, are only 4 or 5, well, some are 3, 4 or 5 levels high. If I could build 2 floors a month, are you serious right now? We would be doing serious damage with 4-level and 5-level high condo projects. Because in a matter of a year, I would, in theory, have 24 levels. So even if I stack 6 of them side by side, we got first phase of a lot of projects, right? In a year. So if I had that capability, do you really think I'd be sitting around wasting time? I'd be making a gazillion dollars building other people's structures in less than a year, year and a half, 2 years. So anyhow, the mathematical equation says, okay, there's no way you're building 45 floors, 3 separate buildings in 18 months. It's just not possible. That'd be over 2 floors a month. And those 2 floors would have to be fully plumbing, electrical, AC run-throughs. I mean, come on, elevators installed. I mean, come on. This is crazy. And forget about that. We still have a foundation to build on a mountain, which means we have to take extra care on how we're going to put the footings, pylons in. So that's what makes this very, very interesting and disgusting at the same time. So anyhow, I said I want my full refund back. And there's no way. I didn't give them the mathematical equations because I've been giving them for the last 6 months. I said, because even if they would have started 6 months ago, we'd still have the same mathematical equation. You're not doing a floor a month on each building. That's what you have to remember. It has to be like each building. It's crazy. So anyhow, so I sent them option 1. Just give me what I put down and a few of my payments. Just send it back. Option 2 is more interesting. Option 2, and of course they won't like it, but I said option 1, option 2, and I said, okay, why don't you guys extend the payments for a year and a half? What does that look like? That means December 2026. That's 18 more payments for people. If they came to you right now and said, hey guys, you know what? The first phase is really going to have to be done by like January, February of 2027. How would you like to have an extra 18 months payments? And I think a lot of people would say, are you serious right now? That'd be goodwill. And that would keep people in good, at least a lot of people would say, yeah, hell yeah, I like it. Because some people would think the value would increase over that time. Other people would think, I don't want to do it. That's still 2.5 years from now. But on these prices of only 130, 140, 150, 160, and a 1030 60 contract where all of a sudden your payments that could have been 1,000 or 1,500 are now like 700, 800. People would be happy on that note, and they would realize, like I would be saying, well, yeah, they're going to be late, but at least you're going to get the value of 2027 or at the end of 2026, and you already see what 2 bedrooms are selling for now. That's downtown, but if they build Larimar, the value of those condos are going to be even more than the downtown condos. All right. So that would give people a chance. And I did also say it would be extended to everybody, because I'm not just, they might do it for me. They could say, hey, Eric, yeah, we'll do your extension 18 months. No problem. But I said, no, hold on. I just said that would include all SSN Nation members and others who may want to do that payment plan, meaning everybody. That's not just relegated to a one-off like me. I'm not going to accept it if it's just me. That's how it rolls here. All right. Yeah. Again, I put down, I could in theory lose money. All right. Because of it. But hey, it is the principle of the thing. I was like the seemingly like spokesperson for them. As many videos as I did, which you can't find them now, but as many videos as I was doing, and not getting compensated, just saying. So, at all, no love from Larimar at all. So what I'm saying is, other than, hey, how you doing? Grab some gear and all that stuff. Okay, cool. But fine. I love the project. I was talking about it a lot. But the number one thing is I want everybody to win. They're going to win anyhow, I'm assuming, right? But so far, they're not building anything. And people have asked me, Eric, what about videos? Look, can't show videos of Larimar. That's why you haven't seen any videos. There's nothing happening. All right? Nothing. As of last month, I was just there. What am I saying? Last month, this month, nothing new happening. It's not like they're tearing down trees, not like they're clearing out the whole area. The whole cliff isn't cleared where they're going to put in the beach clubs. None of that. And we're already in June. And as you know, July is 7 days away. All right, let's get real. And somebody, as they eloquently said on the under one video about Punta Cana, somebody asked a question, hey, what's up with Larimar? It's going to be 14 months till delivery because they had a first phase contract. Last payment is August 2025. Delivery September 2025. He goes, we only have 14 months left. And that was last month in May. And I said, damn, he's right. And that's when I was like, a red alert. There's no way. Even if they go, we're going to build one of the buildings there, you're not doing one floor a month. This is not going to happen, but they'll tell a different story. But I just want to let you guys know, in case you're new here, in case you just came back and didn't realize Larimar, I actually, the way they're doing, unless they change their ways, I can't even hang with these dudes, because they're collecting money, knowing full well that they can't deliver by. Yeah, you might be able to do what everybody else has done. Yes. You could sit there and say, well, whatever, and it's going to be done in 2027, 3 years from now, and do like everybody else. But they were supposed to be different. They're Claire HP. They're on the Spanish Stock Exchange. So they're supposed to be different. But they're acting like everybody else. And yes, there are going to be permit issues and things like this along the way, but that's no fault of the investor, and that's no fault of them. So the best thing to do is to do goodwill. That's the best thing to do. Just come clean and just say, hey, man, we can't do this in 2.5 years. So everybody, let's just move this stuff back for you, and we'll reduce your payments, and let's keep it moving. And let's sell some more units. down the line that's going to be delivered in 2028. I mean, this project's going to take overall about 8 to 10 years to build once they start. And I'm not talking about just the first phase. I'm talking about when they start talking about 1 mile of beaches on the cliff. And more towers, more buildings. That's going to take like that's probably 10 years. All right. It's going to be extensive. You're talking about a downtown area with restaurant, bars, nightclubs, and a mall. This is 10 years. It takes years to build a mall. It takes years to build hotels. That's another thing. They're supposed to have hotels there. Everybody knows no hotel builds a hotel in 1 year. That is not even a thing. All right, let's just get real. So when you have to deal with all these factors, who's going to come and build on a project when they don't know when the project can even start to be built? So I can have an agreement with somebody today, or let's say January of this year. And I say, hey, man, you can start building in July. Then July comes and they find out, oh, hey, we have whatever issue. You can't start yet. How long are they going to wait around if they're spending their money? Well, if they're not, they're still not going to wait around. Time is money. So things will happen. The companies could drop out, right? If that line continues, just like at Larimar, they're not going to have the bungalows because they were going to have bungalows. Now they're not. Well, there's a reason, because the people who are going to do the bungalows ain't waiting around. After a year, they can't build. So that means, how long is it going to take to build this stuff? Hotels are going to take 2 years. And that's just the ones that are like 100 to 150 units. Never mind if they do something crazy like 200 units. Come on. So anyhow, that's what's going down there. Let me see if I can get this thing up in here. All right. Let's see. GG. He says, thank you for talking about Larimar, Eric. I invested in it because of your videos, and I totally agree with you. Thank you, GG, man. Yeah, man. I feel bad because I was like almost like the face of Larimar. And again, they were reaping the rewards. And there's lots of things that they were, like I said, using my videos for promotions, doing stuff, man. And now after all this time, here we are. And we are here 1.5 years later, and there's no structures even built, not even footings, not even a foundation has been laid. And I'm sitting there like extremely upset. And we were there in November for another SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum. And that's when they told us, oh, yeah, we'll start building in December, because they knew we were leaving. So then December comes. I go back in December. And I go to the office. Hey, man, I thought that we going up to the cliff. Everything all starting? Oh, no, well, it might be January. Then I'm there in January. Hey, man, what's up? Hey, we still don't have. And here it is now, May, when we had our SSN Lifestyle Music Festival. And we also had our Investors Forum. And even then, oh, hey, you can't show pictures anymore. Hey, don't take pictures. Don't show videos. I'm like, really? After a year and a half? Seriously. So clearly there's an issue, but they don't want to say what it is. Clearly. So, and I don't know what it is. So I'm not saying anything about that because I don't know. I mean, I can speculate. I have some things that I can probably say, but all I know is proof is in the pudding. If I don't see any movement on them clearing out the cliff, trying to put pools in, I don't see them clearing out an area so they can put some towers in, there's nothing else to be said. Whether the rumors or the information that I receive is true or not, all I know is they're not debunking what people told me. That's all I'm saying. All right. Mo Better, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings information. An investor is in own rights in here. Kaya has no white line and no AC. Thank you so much for bringing that up. But I thought Kaya was fully furnished. That's what I thought Kaya was. So that means it must be Coral Lake that's fully furnished. So anyhow, I wasn't in on the Kaya meeting. And in our information here, they don't say no white line. So I'm going to have to find out. All right. We're going to have to find out because that's serious. E. White. Eric, I sent the video for Kaya. Oh, no, you didn't. E. White, you didn't send it, man. You know why I know? I'm not going to receive it. I don't, it's over 23 megabytes. Where did, oh, wait, I know where you sent it. Did you send it in, I actually have it. Don't worry about it. I mean, I have it. I've just been talking about the situation over here with Larimar that's disgusting. This would have been one of the, and I use it in the past tense because it's like it would have been one of the top five projects in the world. Okay, come on now, guys. Where's my? It would have been one of the top 5 projects in all of the world. That's what pisses me off. If it was going to be built up to the specs that the renderings show. All right, let me see where you sent it, man. The only place I could get it would be on WhatsApp. Okay, it's 87 megabytes, so you can't send it via email. And this does mean I can actually, I thought this was, I can actually load this up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk some more real estate. All right, but hold on a second. All right, here we go. They need to decrease their monthly payments. I agree. See, GG, that's what my email was today. You're gonna have to stay tuned on Wednesday and Friday. All right, because I'm gonna have my answer. Because I'm asking for my money back. Or option 2, I'll still stay in if they say, okay, Eric, we're gonna build this. We're just gonna run it out till December 2026. We'll give you an extra 18 months. I'll deal with that. But then it turns into the next caveat, obviously. The next caveat is going to be, okay, guys, when you're going to actually start building something. That's what, I mean, you're going to have to come clean. What the hell's going on? Right? That's what's ultimately going to have to happen, because just changing our payment plan for something that's never going to be built, that doesn't really help us. All right. Without seeing foundations down, I'm not believing anything. All right. So I agree with that 100%. What's up, SSN family? Mo Better. I'll say it again. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, what's up, SSN family? What's up, E? Takeover still in effect. Reporting live from Los Corrales. I love it. I love it. GG, how do I get my money back? First of all, I don't know if you can get your money back. Like I said, I just put in a request myself. And that's all I could do. You would have to send to like Ventas at Larimar City, or, you know, the guys that send you a statement or whatever from Larimar City. I'll let you know once I hear back from them. All right. I'll let you know. But as far as I know, whoever, you know, you went through, you got to go to Larimar directly. E. White says, another investor extraordinaire. Yes, Larimar should reduce the payments. They can have back their Larimar hats in exchange for the reduced rate. Exactly. Kaya isn't furnished. Okay, so it must have been Coral Lake then. So again, thank you for letting me know. Just, I didn't say, you know, I never told them it was, but I thought it was. So that's good to hear. So that means no white line, no ACs. That's an extra 25. Well, first of all, we don't know how much a refrigerator is going to cost, a stove, a range, and an extractor. But I say 10 G's. Then I still am going to have to get AC units, and I say anywhere from 4 to 5 G's by the time 3 years rolls around. March 2027 and June 2028 is delivery for Kaya. So that's significant. So Buddy White. That's funny. That's funny. Only has a pool in decent location. Yes, that is it. But downtown is going to be smoking. That's the thing. Downtown's going to be smoking. Noval coming with that heat. Yeah, Noval. I already told people about it before you arrived, Mo. I said, wait for the next 3, 4, 5 days because at Cana Bay, otherwise known as Cana Rock, otherwise known as Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Grounds, they're going to have this massive 1,000, allegedly, 1,000 unit complex. And all I care about is the number one thing is that what they said, mini mart. I like it. We know they're going to have the fitness center. We know they're going to have a cafe or some mini mart. That's all I needed to hear. That means now people don't have to leave their complex like everybody else that has condos there. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to go get some food and groceries. I mean, or snacks or something. I mean, don't have to get in the Uber, don't have to leave, don't have to get in a car and drive off. Crazy. All right. Yeah, we're going to find out more. All right. Larimar, with no permits, they won't be building nothing. Vivantia waiting on permits also. Exactly. And Mo, in case you don't know, the top floor at Oasis Lakes is sold. A hedge fund or whoever, I don't know who came in, but they said a fund. So a fund came in and bought up all the remaining 17 units. So guess what? The 3 units were picked up by SSN Nation members on the top floor, which is the best unit there. 210,000 fully furnished. It's a studio, but it's a studio loft. So it sleeps up to 4. So it's kind of special. But yeah, Larimar, no permits. We're suspecting, like Mo is speculating, and of course we would all have to agree. If you had permits, then you probably would be building. So there must be a permit issue. Clearly. Right? So I agree. All right. LP Presidents 27. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he's asking about thoughts on City Place. Okay, hold on. What City Place are we talking about? Are you talking about the beach at City Place? Or are you talking about City Place project that is like 3 or 4 levels high and has its own like seemingly like a kilometer worth of shopping underneath on the bottom levels? Which City Place are you talking about? Because I know the beach at City Place. And if it's the beach at City Place, okay, not the beach, the luxury condos. Okay, that City Place I love. Why do I love it? It's because of the layout. It's like a city. It's like the way they designed it. It's like a city. If it's the one I think you're talking about. Let me see if I have a brochure for it. I can't remember the official name, but let me see if I have it. I keep brochures. That one I've never really talked about. And so I do not have the brochure for it. Doggone it. But yes, I like it because they have parks. It's like it's hard to really describe because there's no place like it. But it's just like okay, everybody, on the lower level, just imagine, I'll just say 100 yards, like a football field, even though this is a lot bigger than a football field. But imagine you have shopping along the edges on the first floor around the football field. And then on top, 3 levels high or 4, I can't remember. That's where people live, like a city, like, New York, kind of San Francisco, those kind of cool cities. So then in the middle, you have like parks, recreation type setup. So you have stores, you have amenities, you have an easy, seemingly simple life, and you're still downtown. That's why it makes it pretty sweet. That's why I like that City Place. I really, really like City Place. So if you bought there, congratulations. That's a winner, in my opinion. El Presidente 27. All right. All right. The one with the park in the middle looks nice. Yes, El Presidente 27. So that is the one you're talking about. Yeah. Correct. I'm speculating. Mo, but yeah, see, you're an investor though. You're in real you know real estate. We know real estate. When the only time a developer's not gonna start building foundation and doing things, usually speculatively, permit issue. It's plain and simple. I mean, if you had, first of all, if you had your permit, then there's nothing else to stop you. I mean, that's it. It's a wrap. You would just start pulling up everything you need, getting everything out. You would start getting your engineers in there, and you'd start showing videos, man. Hey, we got our pylons. They're right here. We're starting. Oh, in fact, we might even have another groundbreaking ceremony because we're starting. I mean, you know how many more units they would sell just by that visual. We got the pylon sitting here. We have our pile drivers sitting here. We're putting in the foundation today. You know how many more people would be like, oh, hell yeah, this is actually going down. I mean, come on. Come on, man. That's how this would go. El Presidente 27. Let's see. Did you buy at City Place? And if you did, let us know how much they were. They were reasonable. Let me know. Let me know. Sammy Guzman, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, hey, how you doing? What you think about Macau Hills? Hey, a winner. We have E. White in the building, who owns out there, I believe. In fact, we have several members of the SSN Nation that own out there. We have Jose De La Cruz. We have, let me see, I'm missing somebody else too. I just can't remember. We have several people that own out there. I like it. And there's a reason. Depending on what okay, first of all, if you bought the condos, but you said Macau Hills, so that's the villas. You could have bought a villa that's like a 2-bedroom villa for 70, 80 grand. You could have bought a 3-bedroom villa for 80, 90 grand. And if you came a little bit late, then you had to pay 199 or 105, 110. But they're small units, but they're in Macau at a cheap ass price. And what's coming to Macau? Moon Palace. They're calling that Macau. They have residences that are very expensive, and Moon Palace is one of those top-notch locations around the world. When they built something, in fact, Moon Palace is the family built Hard Rock. That used to be called Moon Palace back in the day. The Hard Rock Hotel used to be called Moon Palace. Just so you guys know. All right. One brother now owns the Hard Rock. The other brother's building Moon Palace. Right next to Moon Palace on the other side is Ritz-Carlton with Ritz-Carlton residences. So hell yeah, I want to be up in Macau for that cheap ass price. So if you did buy out there, congratulations. If you're thinking about buying out there, then that means you're going to be paying the higher price. The Macau Hills condos are probably a little on the low 100s instead of 80, 90,000 like they were at the beginning. So as long as it's in Macau and has that address, that's a good thing because all the big boys are coming out there, which increases your property values. And you're not going to sell, but you got in at the right price because if you got a 3-bedroom for 105 grand, I believe you'll be able to rent a 3-bedroom for 1% of your purchase price. No problem. 1% of your purchase price, in case people don't understand, that gets me roughly 14, 15, 16% return on my money if we have a 50% occupancy rate. All right. So hopefully that helps out. Here we go. New top 5, Eric. Noval number 1. Hey, no. Oh, actually, when we start talking about projects, so okay. So location-wise, Vista Cana it would be like in the top 3. Project-wise, now that you mention it, since Larimar can't be in it, Cruise on Land can't be in it. So now that moves Noval automatically, which is Atlantida, which was in third. That automatically moves to number one. And that means I got to make a video about it, because now that I'm thinking about it, there's nobody ahead of them at all. So Atlantida is going to be awfully sweet. They have underground parking I didn't know about. Fully furnished. I didn't know. Well, actually, it's Noval, so it was fully furnished. They're going to have the commercial zone inside of the gates, so you don't have to walk out. So they're going to have a little shopping retail environment inside. They're also have their cement mixing and all that is on site. I don't know who's actually building. I know Claire HP is building structures, some of it, but not all of it. And I didn't see anybody's logo on their cranes, but they're started. If you guys didn't see my video, search the shorts, and I actually was on site. And the property now, if you own a 2-bedroom at Atlantida, it's $330,000 for a 2-bedroom. Atlantida, all right? Just so you guys know, the prices went up. All right, here we go. El Presidente 27 says, yes, I bought, paid $156K. Mine was a little more because the condo faces the park. That's right, you got a view. That's what you want, right? You don't want that thing out back looking the other way. If they did sell that, that'd be atrocious. Looking at another complex or something. So very good. Now, El Presidente, what you didn't tell us, you said 156K, but you didn't tell us if it's a 1-bedroom, which doubtful because it came out, what, a year ago? 156 has to be a 1+1 or a 2-bedroom, right? So let us know what you think. Let us know what you purchased for 156 about a year and a half ago. I think it came out, something like that. What about Primavera 3? Did they stop building? No, I don't even talk about Primavera 3 or Primavera Luxury or Primavera at all, really. It's up to you if you like it. Primavera, first of all, Primavera 3, they don't have amenities. They only have a pool, and I don't even know if they have a fitness center. So that's what we're talking about here. So the villas are cheap. This is true, but you don't have any amenities. So it's just a regular villa project. They might add a basketball court. I don't know. At the time when I actually talked about them, it was disappointing because they made Primavera 2, which had, 3 or 4 pools, basketball court, and they were supposed to have other amenities, and they never put those other amenities in. So therefore, Primavera 3 had literally nothing except maybe a basketball court or something. It was weird. And then Primavera Luxury had nothing, like a pool. And it's like, so maybe they added more stuff. I don't know. But Primavera 3, did they stop building? I don't know what the situation is with them because I have no love for these guys. All right. What they did to people at Primavera 2, I can't talk about the rest of their stuff because I don't believe anything they say. Because like I said, in case people don't know, Primavera 2, they were supposed to have 3 pools, fitness center, game room. What am I missing? Fitness center, game room, 3 pools, basketball court, tennis court, cabanas at each of the areas, right? And maybe even a soccer field, but that was just chit chat. It wasn't in the brochures. Those things were in the brochure. What they ended up making is the 3 pools, the basketball court. They left out the tennis court, the fitness room, the game room. And they haven't told anybody even to this day. So that's why anything else they do, I am not even going to act like they're going to build it until they build it. And therefore, I can't talk about them. And this is also why you don't see too many realtors or anybody promoting their projects either. So just saying. So I can't say if they stopped building or what they're doing. As far as I know, when we went down there to Primavera 4 to the man-made beach, that's the MO. Man-made beach at Primavera 4 looks nice. People are going to buy because that man-made beach is there. At Primavera 2, they put this pool in, and you can go sit upstairs. That's the first move they made. So people thought, oh, this is great. We got the pool. Then he made the next pool with the basketball court. So when people saw that, they're still buying, not realizing he's never making the fitness center, the game room, or the tennis court. So all I'm saying is I can't talk about those guys. And if they stop building, I would not be shocked. I'm not surprised. Anything Primavera does, I don't have nothing good to say. All right, that's all I can say. And don't forget the contract. That's right, Noval. No price increase contract for any of Noval properties. Noval has a beach club. If you haven't seen that, check the short. And yes, the beach club is not going to be free. It's going to be consumption, obviously. But it's not going to be like Cana Bay, from what I understand, where you have to go down there and they go, hey, you need $35 or $40 during prime season, $40 to come through here, this beach club area, to go to the pool, go to the beach. No, we don't want none of that happening, right? So their beach club, they don't even know yet. I don't think there's going to be a fee, but I think there's going to be some sort of fee to have a card or something. But we'll see. That hasn't been out yet. The beach club should be up and operational, I would think, in like 3 months, 4 months, when prime time happens. All right, he got a 1-bedroom for $156. Is it fully furnished, El Presidente 27? Okay, let's see. I don't see any other developer beating them out, that number 1 spot. Project-wise, depending on what this project is out at Cana Bay, they could be holding the number 1 and number 2 spot, depending on what they do out there. Because all it takes is a minute. If they have amenities out there, beyond just a pool and a restaurant and a fitness room, that changes the game. If they come up with something like they did in Atlantis, where they go, yeah, we're going to have retail shopping right here on premise. We're going to have underground parking, which is possible apparently. If they start doing stuff like this, and have a restaurant and mini mart and fitness rooms, and I don't know what else you could have, but if they actually have more than just the normal amenities, and that would be one of the last places that would have amenities. Everybody's building almost like condos now. So he's got a 1-bedroom, 156. Is it fully furnished? What's the square meters? And this is about a year ago. Just remember that. This is like a year ago, or actually, I don't know when he bought though. Because again, 156, that's actually about, well, that would be like a 6 month ago price. Because 1-bedrooms are now going, as you guys can see, for unfurnished and nothing in them. They're trying to get 109, 119, 120, and you're going to have to spend 30. You have to spend at least 10,000 for the white line. So, and never mind the furniture. Another, depending on where you go. But if you go to Oppein, Oppein, and say SSN Nation, Eric sent you, Joel, Eric sent us from SSN Nation, then you get to order your own special stuff, wholesale, almost wholesale pricing. He'll take care of you. That's all I can say. They're in Punta Cana. Number 1 spot. Yeah, they're going to be, like I say, after we move, Cruz ain't in it. Larimar's not in it. So that would elevate Atlantida, the project itself. There's none other like it. 0. Those guys have an outdoor amphitheater-like building that they're going to build. Sports complex, man-made waterways with a beach environment like Atlantis, fitness room, commercial zones, like I said, pools, well, waterways, yoga area, Zen area. I mean, it's going to be off the charts. There's no other project that's like it, and nobody else can match it. So if Larimar and Cruise on Land, heaven forbid, they don't get built at all, then that would mean Atlantida and River Island would be the only ones like it. There'd be nothing else that can match it. And if anybody tries to match it, they're going to have to spend a lot of money. I mean, because it's going to be way more expensive 3 or 4 years from now to build and to have all those amenities. Oh, man. So once again, as far as any other projects, I don't even have any other projects that can be in the top 5. So maybe somebody will make some comments. We'll see. All right. Let's see. Okay. He says it's not furnished for $156. Comes with the white line and 1-year beach club passes at Serenade Resort. Okay. Hey, Mo. See that 1-year beach club passes? What happens after 1 year, though, El Presidente? So, see, this is why Caribbean Lake Park, Oasis Lake, decided to change up, because they realized it's inevitable. They realize nobody lets their owners just use stuff for free. So that's why I believe they probably changed up and said, all right, we'll do 3 years free, but after that, 50% off on the price. And we'll have to have a conversation with them. Hopefully they change that, because it would be nice if they just said 50% off the prices, period. That'd be much nicer. I think it's 70 square meters. That's sweet. That's a nice large 1-bedroom. So that explains the $156 and comfort tour. All right, El Presidente, you might not have been at our SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, but here's what you need to know. Do they already have comfort tour? That's what we need to know. If they already have comfort tour, your 15 years already has started. If they plan on having comfort tour and they do not right now, then that means hopefully it coincides with closer to when they deliver your unit. So then the 15 years starts at that time. So just to reiterate, in case people don't understand what I'm saying, comfort tour gives you 15 years of no real estate taxes. All right. But as soon as the project gets approved for comfort tour, that's when the 15 years starts. So, like Gigi was saying, some of these projects had comfort tour in 2022 and they're not done building yet. So that means if they deliver in 2025, 3 years of your comfort tour is gone. You only have 12 years left. All right. Hopefully everybody understands this. So now your question has to be for comfort tour when they go, well, we're going to have comfort tour, or we have comfort tour. You have to say, okay, I need compensation. I'm going to have to pay taxes sooner. So if they have comfort tour already, you need to, your next question better be, okay, when's delivery? Because if they say 3 years, that means you've lost 3 years of comfort tour. If they say, well, you know, it's not going to be delivered until 3 years. You have a delivery date's 30 months from now. Well, that doesn't mean it's 30 months from now. What happens if they're like everybody else? It's a year and a half, 2 years later. You would now have lost 4 or 5 years comfort tour out of the 15, which some people would still say I'm happy with the 15, but all I'm saying is, or with 10, but I'm just saying you would love to have the real comfort tour 15 years, right? So anyhow, that's great news. No surprise. If they have comfort tour, does that mean there's a condo hotel situation there? That'd be interesting as well. I wish I could find it, but I don't have it. I never talked about that city place. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh, I still haven't shown. Okay, hold on a second. I forgot about this. I still haven't even shown E-Whites. what I was going to do here. Hold on a second. I should be able to download this, and I should be able to upload it here shortly. So, yeah, I was going to go to find out city play. No, see, when I Googled it, the beach at Punta Cana City Place came up. Here we go. Sunny Place, downtown Punta Cana. Okay, Cana Blue has it. Here we go. 538 square feet is a one bedroom, 50 square meters. That means your terrace space is probably bigger. Unless, well, no, they have pools on top, which is cool. All right, let me see if I can show some of this. Let's see here. Can we get in here? That's a bummer. That's a bummer. We can't get over here. Okay, let's see. Delivery will not be 2025. Come on now. It will not be 20. That's insane. Why are they saying these things? That's next year. Have they even started building over there? Actually, E. White or Mo Better, they were together. They might know if there was City Place was. I don't think they even started yet. Wow, that's shocking and disappointing. Good grief. Yeah, that's shocking and disappointing on all fronts. My God. All right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. If this loads up, I can't believe it. This would be awesome. Let's see here. All right. I think the studio apartment is 50 millimeter and one bedroom is 70. Okay. Cana Blue. The reason why I said 538 is because they go 1 and 2 bedrooms. And then it says 538 square meters and it says 50 square meters. I don't have the brochure though. So we won't bother with the brochure. Oh man, I can't. Oh, this doesn't load up. Okay. Project, lobby, pet park, playground, central park, music platform, rooftop with pool, green areas, interactive font, security. Studio unit, 50 square meters. One bedroom, 70 square meters. Two bedrooms, 100 square meters. And they were going for 202. And this is probably, like I say, a year and a half ago when it came out. So a 3-bedroom, 263,000. And even then, 40 now. Delivery December 2025. Wow. Oh, actually, I will say something about this because they're building 1, 2, 3, 4 floors with downstairs, the first, 5 floors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors. But the first floor is retail space, as I recall. So that's what makes this so special. Let's see here. I wish I could have. I don't know why I can't make that bigger. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it looks like. Unfortunately, I can't make these bigger. That's unusual. But this is what it looks like. This makes it kind of cool. A park. It's like Central. I don't want to call it Central Park, but Central Park's the appropriate name. And like I said, being able to walk around, just go downstairs to a mini mart, go get some food, whatever other things could be there, ice cream shops, I don't know. But all of that to be in your neighborhood. And that's what makes it cool. That's what I miss about overseas. Because I think that is so cool that it's like your own neighborhood. And, 3-4 blocks over, people know everybody. It's just cool. That type of living is cool. All right. So you are right. 70 square meters is the 1 bedroom. They just don't have, maybe they sold out the studios. But nonetheless, 2 minutes, Downtown, it's in downtown. 2 minutes, 16 minutes. Okay, it's near downtown. Not that many amenities, just a rooftop pool, music platform. Okay, cool. There'll be music in the park, I guess. Central Park is cool, just laid back environment. I mean, this is just a chill zone. But you don't really have to do anything. You're downtown. So that means everything else you want to do is right there. You want to go to the grocery store? Fine. I mean, the mall, go to the mall. You want to go work out? Go work out. Sports complex is there. The soccer field at the sports complex is there. Or you'll be buying a membership maybe to go at Caribbean Lake Park. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody that's still here that wanted to see what Aldea Park and the area looks like, I think I have E. White's video loaded up. Oh, wait, this is E. White and Mo's video, and it's not turned sideways. It's turned like an Instagram. This says 6 minutes and 46 seconds. So this is going to be a treat. I'm not going to be on screen for this. So you can check it out. Let's show.
That's a deal. Look at the sun. Let me take a picture of the sun.
You just hit the white button and take a picture while you record.
It's at the right side. Okay, the left side. Left side right there. That's what lot number 4. It's gonna be different lot. So it's all cleared out. That's what's right about that. They ain't got no trees in the way. Stop in front of this sign right here. Okay, this side. Damn, this pot's been out for a while. All they did was clear dirt. Moving dirt around. Uprooted a big ass tree. They got things worked out for them over here.
Well, it's 4 years.
That's true. But they didn't even get the queso. These are all the other ones. Saya, Aldea.
Once they get the
once they get the, yeah. That's true. That's true. Lot number 7, man. That's the 7 lots already. Looks like this was a lake. It's all part of the lake. I wonder if there's like the exit. They said there's a big parking lot in the back. Or it's just one big circle. Lot number 8. It's the 8th lot. The 8th lot of Wood Park. That crane right there, that might be Cocobongo area over there. What that sign say? know, probably like lot number 9. I think this is exciting. Ecological Park. That's the parking lot.
Okay.
I think Ocean Lake is the better investment because they got all their amenities already up. That's what I think.
It's always a better investment.
That's true.
It's just fun gets
Yeah, something gonna come out and top that one, right? I got you.
We thought nothing to beat Larimar, you know.
We was rolling like a motherfucker with that.
Yeah, we said cruise on land. Oh man, nothing gonna beat Larimar. Oh man, nothing gonna beat that. Like, it's just like, oh man.
Now you got 7 Palms offering chef, private chef.
Right, 7 Palms. Everybody keeps stepping up in the game. Back in circle, right? See, we gotta go to container office.
Mm-hmm. Let's stop in front of the sign. Let me take a look at this again. Idea Park, the right place. So everything inside that way is gonna be Idea Park. Check this out. Turn this off now.
I swear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That gives you an idea of kind of like Kaya, Aldea Park area. That was, what was that, a month ago? Month and a half ago? So that was sometime in the middle of May. Just to give you guys a point of reference for everybody watching, but make sure you smash that like button before you leave, because I'm about to wrap this up. If anybody has anything else they want to discuss, please ask it or talk about it now in the chat room. Because once again, this is all about buying assets now, because once again, I will keep saying it. The upper middle class is about to be wiped out. You're going to need plenty of assets that make money while you are doing whatever else you want to do. If you're working somewhere, but you're going to need supplemental income. Unless you plan on making $200,000 a year by 2027, 2028, so be it. But why not have assets that can actually generate that kind of income for you? All right. And what do those assets look like? Well, if you own real estate or property or businesses that generate revenue and you don't have to work at the business, where it's passive or semi-passive, that's the best scenarios. Stocks, dividend stocks that can give you 15, 20% annual return. That means you have to put a heavy amount into the stock, because in order to get $150,000 or more, you would have to invest in a 15% stock and have a $1 million brokerage account with that stock to get 150. So that just gives you an idea of what you have to work towards. All right. Because If you're new here and don't understand the situation, the middle class has already been wiped out. 70% of United States citizens are living paycheck to paycheck. During the course of a month, 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck during the course of the month. When you start grappling with these numbers, you do understand that's 70%. That's 2/3 of the population. And of course, it's over 2/3, a little. So that means if 2/3 is living paycheck to paycheck, the extra money, the extra amount it's going to cost for insurances and taxes and all this cannot be paid. Eventually. Credit cards, forget about those getting paid. Everything is going to start going down. And who's going to win? Only the wealthy, because they can pick up all of the assets. So that's how this is going to roll for the next foreseeable future. You got 3 years, simply because the wind down of the Federal Reserve interest rate is going to take about a year, year and a half. But along that way, housing prices will increase because borrowing is going to be at a lower rate because of the interest rate. Everything's going to start being crazy because people, the corporations on Wall Street will get loans. They'll even go to the extreme of getting interest-only loans to buy back their shares of stock, because they know that that will increase the price of their stock. And the rich people or the owners of the company are holding stock options. So, I mean, all of this is what's going to end up happening for a bull run on the magnitude that we've never seen before, because they have allowed things to go where they're going. If you don't know already, 89% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of the wealthiest. Right. So until we get to that 80% who are living paycheck to paycheck, the stock market will be unfazed. They will still be able to make money hand over fist. You, on the other hand, need to be part of the others, the OCs, ordinary citizens, where you are in the stock market receiving some of that free money that they're, pushing up the casino that they're doing. So 2 things you can do. And then the third we already mentioned, I mentioned it, was you buy businesses that have revenue coming in. Don't take a risk with startups. Just buy a business that already has revenue, that has a track record, that they're filing their tax returns based on the revenue and paying taxes on it. That's what you want, because you're going to need those businesses to make things happen. And you're going to need that extra revenue. And things are going to get tighter and tighter. So should you be in robotics? Should you be in that taxi business, EV taxi business? I mean, there's several things that are going to come out that's going to be revolutionary. So you have another chance to join the revolution. If you can pick or get educated on AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, things of this nature, you will have a leg up for the future. All right, we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. And if you need any other information, just send me a message at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. That's the email, support@stopstrugglingnow.com. Or you can join our WhatsApp group. That's right. In the chat room, I'll do it one more time. You can join the WhatsApp group. Let's see here. Where is the WhatsApp? Oh, okay. Didn't like it. I'll get it. Here we go. WhatsApp. And it's down below in the description box as well. All right. And don't forget, very important, if you're still interested in pre-construction in Punta Cana area, out at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on their golf course, new Novell properties coming out later this week. These properties sell so fast, I expect them to do something spectacular, and I expect them to sell fast. That's how it is. They have a unique way of promoting their product. So you can't sit back. If you think the one that's coming out later this week, don't sit back. You can already see at Kaya that people bought the penthouse units. There's only one left. But Mo Better and E White were in the meeting for Kaya, and they said no white line, meaning there's no appliances, no kitchen. So you're going to have to buy all that and no furniture. So you have to spend the money, and that has to be taken into consideration. But it's in the right location near downtown, just so we can get it straight. And the swim up unit is probably one of the better units, quite frankly, for the price. So consider that. I'll have the brochure to Kaya when I make a video. I'll be making a video on Kaya later, either tomorrow or Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. And I just want to sure up that there's no white line, no AC, and sure up exactly what's going on. No furniture either. What about the jacuzzi up top? I'm like on the penthouse units, because having to spend an extra 25, 30 G's, actually 4 years, 3-4 years from now, you don't know how much furniture will cost, nor will we know how much appliances are going to cost. So all we know is they're probably going to cost more than they cost now. So if they already cost, I don't know what they cost in DR, but if I'm in DR, I'm not shipping a fridge, a stove, and a range. I'm pretty sure that cost is going to be more than if I buy it there and deliver it. So it's going to be a catch-22 on that. But furniture, Opine, Oppein, furniture in Punta Cana. Go see Joel. You can have specially made. That's right, specially made, your color, your style, whatever you want to do, at semi-wholesale prices, as long as you use the magic word, SSN Nation. Eric told me to come see you, Joel. I need that special deal. That's what you need to tell them, all right? So, with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but this is why you have to plant your seeds of assets now. It's not going to get cheaper out here. So if, again, I used to say this 5 years ago, I would say, what happens if the price is 30, 40, or 50% more than what you make now? What if the prices increase 30, 40, 50%? Well, guess what? It's a repeat. What happens if prices increase 50% to 70% over the next 3 years? They probably are. Not so much price increase, but taketh away taxes, insurance, real estate, car registrations, toll booths, SunPass, all of that. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So just keep that in mind. Everything is going to be more. No matter what anybody does, just don't do tariffs, please. Please. Don't do tariffs, all right? Don't do tax cut, tax breaks for the rich either. Don't do any of those, because guess who gets to pay their bill? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And I love you guys very much. And you know, if there's ever anything you need, you don't hesitate to join us on any live stream. The chat room is open except Wednesday night. Only members with the icon can be in the chat room. But any other live stream, everybody can be in the chat room. And with all that said, make sure you stay safe out here. You never know what somebody's going through. Try to keep a calm head about you. But situations happen. Be safe. Just make sure you keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.